What's going on, fellow investors? Your Wall Street here with some breaking news. Found out today that the Securities Exchange Commission has multiple companies with marking short as long, with marking shorts as short exempt, and manipulating trading data, not for 1 year or 2 years, but for 5 years and a decade, an entire decade. Phone. Watch this. The S.E.C. today has charged the broker-dealer Citadel Securities for marking shorts as long. Check this out. This is turning their liabilities into assets. This is the definition of cooking the books for over 5 years. 5 fucking years, ladies and gentlemen. This is not something that is just coming out of nowhere. Check it out. The S.E.C. has charged Citadel Securities for violating orders marking requirements of short sale regulations. The Securities Exchange Commission today announced settled charges against broker-dealer Citadel Securities LLC for violating a provision of Regulation Show, the regulation framework designed to address abusive short-selling practices, which requires broker-dealers to mark sale orders as long, short, or short-exempt. These records are routinely used by regulators policing prohibited short-selling activity, aka naked shorting. To settle the S.E.C.'s charges, Miami-based Citadel Securities agreed to pay a measly $7 million penalty. According to the S.E.C.'s order, for over a 5-year period, it's estimated that Citadel Securities incorrectly marked millions of orders inaccurately, denoting that certain short sales were long sales and vice versa. The S.E.C.'s order finds that inaccurate marks resulted from a coding error in the Citadel Securities automated trading system, and that the firm provided the inaccurate data to regulators, including the S.E.C., during this period. This is the definition of cooking the books, taking a liability and marking it as an asset. If we did it, we'd be in federal prison before you fucking knew it. Compliance with the order marking requirements of Reg Show is a key component of regulatory efforts to curtail abusive market practices, including naked short selling, said the Associate Director of S.E.C.'s Division of Enforcement. This action against Citadel Securities demonstrates that a broker-dealer's failure to comply with the requirements of Reg Show can have negative downstream consequences on the accuracy of the firm's electronic records, including its electronic blue sheet reporting, depriving the Commission of important information about the markets it regulates. The order charges Citadel Securities with violating Rule 200G of Reg Show without admitting or denying the findings. Citadel Securities consented to cease and desist order imposing a censure and a $7 million slap on the wrist. A set of undertakings including the where do we leave off here? Including a written certification that the coding error has been remediated and a review of the firm's computer programming and coding logic involved in processing relevant transactions. Blah, 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 blah. $7 million for 5 years worth of gains. It's not just broker-dealers, but take a look at Goldman Sachs, according to an AMC Bigham's. Goldman Sachs today has received a $6 million fine for sending inaccurate or incomplete trading data for over a decade. A decade. This is not something that is brand new. They have been doing this for decades. Trading data to the Securities Exchange Commission covering at least 163 million transactions over a decade. I guarantee you that each one of those transactions had thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, or even millions, of dollars, and shares and options in each order. This is nothing new for these guys. They continue to manipulate markets. They continue to lie and mark their shorts as long. They rehypothecate. They marry and divorce calls and puts. They use swaps and contracts and everything that they can, futures, against retail investors in order to make as much money as possible. The short interest that you see on the stock market, on stocks, is not the real short interest. It's only what they allow you to see. Naked shorting is prevalent and it occurs every single day. That's how you can have stocks like AMC, which have 81% buy orders on Fidelity and only 19% sell orders, but still the stock will go down 15, 20, or 35% in a single day because of naked shorting. It's because of things like this. Prime brokers like Goldman Sachs and broker dealers like Citadel Securities LLC that we, my partners and I, are working on a stock brokerage firm such as Lit Exchange. You guys can go to litexchange.com or litexchange.app and be part of a orders directly to Lit Markets, a company that is not constantly using payment for order flow to allow market makers to front run every fucking trade you have. Go to litexchange.com, go to litexchange.app, and you can sign up by putting your email in the subscribe button there to get more information. We are currently working on receiving our FINRA licensure as a licensed broker dealer. And in the coming weeks, we're going to come to you with our founders program, with our beta testing to let retail investors have the opportunity to become owners of Lit Exchange. We will be rolling out first in the United States and eventually rolling out in stages around the world. Anyways, I hear my kids having a hard time over there. This is about enough for me. I hope you guys all have a great day. I wish you peace and wealth, and make sure you're properly hedged. You know what? I've got some questions down here. I'll answer them briefly. Jason Jenkins, I cannot yet state any more details on Lit Exchange just yet. Okay, this is not an offer for people to buy, sell, or hold any securities of any kind. Okay, but we will come out with our founders program, with our offering, and then you can make a decision for yourself. But we definitely are pro-choice as far as retail investors go, and giving retail the ability to trade however they want, whenever they want. So I want to tell you guys that we've got an interview coming out in the next couple days here with The Gist, Josh Hamilton from The Gist podcast, JIST, and I'll be dropping a link here on YouTube. We went into this in depth, talking about the Citadel Securities and Goldman Sachs scandal. We talked about it a lot more in depth than I'm touching on right now, and you guys can be the first ones to check that out. I will make sure that there's links for all you guys there. Thank you, everybody. I wish you peace and wealth, my friends.